Moscow. Greetings from Portland, Oregon. We wanted you to see all our snow we've had here. And we wish you a late Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we hope that you can see that we're getting ready to go to Russia. Ariel, Elizabeth's really looking forward to meeting you and becoming friends with you. And she's coming now. She has her Russian clothes on. Hi. This is Elizabeth. She's 10 years old. She's our big baby.
Not.
and Elizabeth's going to give you a tour of our unkept house and tell you about herself today.
It's really messy. You'll have to excuse the mess.
And Ariel, I hope you like the Christmas presents I sent you. And plus, we got most of the things on everybody else's wish list. Oh, by the way, how's the puppy? He's probably really grown, and I miss him, and Mark will get to see him for me.
Здравствуй. This is our house. That's our apartment. And that's our car right there. And you can see our Christmas tree in the window. And, what am I supposed to say?
I'll pan up and down the street for you so you can see our neighborhood. We live real close to
Fred Meyer's down there.
We live real close to a Fred Meyer right across the street. This is a very unusual sight in Portland to see this much snow. We rarely have snow, and usually it only lasts a day or so. And this snow has lasted 2 or 3 days. Elizabeth's been enjoying it, right?
Very much. I had a snowball fight the other day with my friends.
Where was that?
They lived in that blue house on the corner down there.
On the corner of this block. You can just barely see the edge of it. And what are their names?
Barbara and Sarah. And Barbara is 12, and Sarah's 11. And their brother is 8.
Should we go look inside the house now?
Okay. Hi, this is my room where I sleep, and I have to sleep with my parents, and it's very awful because my dad snores, and they just leave their clothes all in my bed sometimes. It's not very nice at all. And this is my bed, as you can see, and this is their bed. And I can show you, like to introduce to you some of my stuffed animals and my doll. This is Toby, my favorite teddy bear. And this is Megan, my doll.
Can you tell me something about Megan?
Well, she's 6 years old, and her middle name is Ashley. And I like to play with her a lot. And then this is Julia, my Cabbage Patch.
I thought that was Bonkhead.
No, my dad thinks this is called, she's called Bonkhead, but she's really not. It's just sometimes if her head isn't kept warm, it gets cold and it bonks people. And this is Kara, my gorilla. And then this is Sarah, my monkey. And this is Glowworm. She's supposed to have a battery in her so her face lights up. But I took the battery out because we needed the batteries for something else. And so, those are my animals. And this is where I keep all my dog clothes. And this is my dresser that's a little bit messy. Very messy, in fact. And that's our TV. And we're going to be taking that to Russia, too. Okay, you can follow me, and I'll take you into the study where my dad's computer is. This is the study where you can see my mom is there right now. She's organizing some thread. And I'll move the camera bag. And his paw. And this is our computer. And would you like me to show you some of my games.
Yeah, just show her one favorite game.
Should I,
Not the King's Quest.
how about Carmen Sandiego?
Okay.
Okay, we have, this is Where in Time that, we got for you too. And see, this is in the game. And this is where I go to the store. And you gotta wait for all the stuff to go, and then you can start.
What do you like about this game, Elizabeth?
Well, I like in the beginning where you go in the elevator and you go to the different floors. But I also like it because I just like things like this. I'm not exactly sure. They're just fun. Okay, I'd like to show you the Christmas tree in the living room and some things in the living room. You can see, this is our Christmas tree. You can see my dad's clothes on the floor, you know. And this is my violin right here. And let's see, well, you've probably seen your moose by now. And this is my mouse. And it's just exactly like yours, only it's a mouse. This is Holly. And where did your moose go? Mom? Where did you put it, Mom? Oh, I'll go get it. Okay. The bag is for you too. And we're going to put some candy and stuff like that in it too for you.
What's the moose's name?
Well, I don't know. You can name it really anything, but there's 4 of them. I'll show you this booklet. So you can see this is that one, and it says their names in here. So their names are Blizzard, Snowflake, Holly, and Cheer. So mine is going to be Holly. So you can name yours one of those, or you can just make up a name too. And this is your moose. My mom thought it was a reindeer, but I think it looks more like a moose. Okay, this is my piano, and it's a mini piano because it's missing 5 keys on each end. But I would never use those keys anyway, so it's okay. And I'm going to play a piece on the piano for you. It's called Beret by Grotner, I think. Okay, now I'll show you the other couple rooms in our house, and then after that I'll play something on the violin for you. This is the dining room, and we just got some groceries, so that's what those are. This is our kitchen, and I was gonna tell you you could smell the bread baking in the oven, but I don't think you can smell it. And as you can see, our kitchen's very small. And now I can show you the bathroom, if you'd like to see it. It's just this way.
The bathroom.
Stop. Ask her about batteries, just in case you... What? This is our bathroom, and my dad leaves his clothes and stuff around, and that's my mom's. And it's so kind of messy. And this is the toilet, the bathtub.
What are those books over there?
I read sometimes when I sit on the toilet. And, now I'll show you my desk because, we were already in this room, but I didn't show you my desk. Excuse it, because it's very messy. This is my desk.
What do you do at your desk?
Well, sometimes I study, but sometimes I study on the dining table. And this is my troll doll. I haven't quite got a name for it yet. It's quite a small one.
I think it's too ugly to give a name to anyway.
My parents think troll dolls are ugly, but I think they are cute. And it's the new thing back in the States. This is the box of stationery that I got, and these are the envelopes and letters. And I like it because then you can use the box over again. And here's some candy. And some money. And this is a thing for where in time that you're going to get.
What kind of things do you like to study?
Well, I like to read. I like to read a lot. Well, I like science and social studies. Math is okay, but I don't really like it. And I also like history too. Those are basically my favorite subjects.
How about music?
Well, I like that too, but I have to practice a half an hour each day on each instrument. But usually on the violin I have to practice an hour. But since I'm not having lessons for a few weeks now because yesterday was New Year's Day, and the week before that was Christmas, and those are Fridays that I usually have lessons on. Now I'm going to go and play a violin piece for you. But I want to warn you, I might make a mistake, if that's okay. Okay, this is my violin case. And my violin is a 3/4 size. And we got it at Shoebox, if that makes any difference to you. And I'm going to play a piece for you. It's by Bach. It's called Jesu, Joy of Man's Desire. But first I need to put some rosin on my bow. I'm putting some rosin on my bow, and it's supposed to, it creates friction on the violin. On the string. And you put rosin on like once a week or something.
How long have you been playing violin?
About 3 years.
What do you like about playing violin?
Well, I like it because, I like it because it's an interesting instrument to play.
And besides, it's so fun to practice too.
Well, not really. I would like it a little bit more. But see, my teacher and my mom, they're always bugging me. They're always telling me every song I play, every time I practice, don't press so hard. And I don't press hard, hardly at all. And then they keep saying and saying. So finally, I'm not pressing at all. Oh, I'm actually, stop it for a minute, hey Dad. Okay, well I wanted to tell you this Bach piece that I'm going to play. Well, when I got it, my mom, the teacher played it, and when I played it, it didn't sound very good because I was pressing too hard and I was squeaking and everything. And so my mom said that if I could, this was like a Monday, my mom said that if I could play it really nice like the teacher did by Saturday, that she would buy me a toy from Fred Meyer's right across the street. And so I worked it up and I worked hard on it every day. Finally it came to Saturday and I could do it really nice, like the teacher played it. And so then she went and bought me at Fred Meyer's, she bought me this card maker that you could make cards, and you have little plates and then you put a piece of paper over them and you rub rub a crayon over the paper, and then it makes the outline. Okay, so now I'm going to play it for you.
Where's the bow?
Ariel, this is a book called The Crown and the Crucible, and it is by Michael Phillips, and it is a historical Russian fiction, and it has some romance in it, and it's about two teenage Russian young women. And I read it to Elizabeth, and we really liked it, and I'd like to loan you my copy to read. I think you'll really enjoy it. And the girl in the story is a Christian, and I want to loan it to you so you can read it. And there's 2 more books in the same series, so if you like it, then when we come in the spring, you can read the other 2 books.
Okay, I wanted to show you one of my favorite books. It's called The Little Princess, and it's about this rich girl who's taken to a
Boarding school.
like a boarding school, because her dad lives in India, and he takes her to one in London. And it's about how, while she's there, how she has all this money, and she has all this big room all to herself, and she meets these very interesting friends. And then all of a sudden her father dies. Her father dies, and he loses all of his money because he lost it from a friend who, there was supposed to be some kind of diamond mines, and then they found out there wasn't, and so he just died of grief, or because his friend just ran off and left him. And so he was penniless when he died, and so the lady of the boarding school, you know, that like mother,
Maybe you shouldn't give too many details.
sorry. I'll just tell you quickly what happens. She was really mean, and so she made her go up and work as a scullery maid because she didn't have any money. And then finally, in the end,
Well, you don't want to tell them what happens at the end.
yeah.
No, if she hasn't read it.
Well, she might not read it.
But in case she doesn't, she shouldn't know what happens.
No, because...
Just tell her it's a very interesting ending.
No, I want to tell her the ending.
No, I'm in control of the camera here.
Okay, fine, I won't tell you the ending. But don't blame it on me because I didn't tell you the ending. Blame it on him. Okay, that's about that book. And I've read lots of other books too. I've read all the Chronicles of Narnia and Anne of Green Gables. And I've read all the Boxcar Children. Those are a very interesting series. And
Little House on the Prairie.
yeah, and I've read that series. And then I've read a whole bunch of other miscellaneous books too. Now I wanted to show you one of my favorite toys. It's a kaleidoscope, and you probably won't be able to look through it on the video, but we will when we get there because you can see it. There's here I have 3 things that you can put in the kaleidoscope. That if you want to look at it for a minute, that it moves, and it's very interesting when it's put in the kaleidoscope. And you can set it in the kaleidoscope like this, and then you look in it like this. It's very interesting.
Why don't you hold it up there and we'll see if we can see it.
Can you see it?
Hold it right up close. Now we can get a little bit of an idea. Okay.
Okay. And then here is a darker pink one that you can also put in. And then here is a small blue one that you can put in too. And you'll be able to get a good look at it when we come. I'd like to tell you about my best friend Elizabeth Harbaugh and some of the things that we do.
How long have you known Elizabeth?
Since we were like 3 years old. 2 or 3, I can't exactly remember. And I remember we were living in our old house a long, long time ago. And my mom and dad would used to walk by their house. And they'd always notice that all the yard signs they saw, they could tell that they were Christians.
There's bumper stickers on the car.
Oh, bumper stickers on the car. And so they were always wanting to go up and meet them. So one day they were taking a walk with me. So they went up and knocked on the door, and they told the Harbaughs, that's their last name, that they were Christians, and then we met, and I was with them. And then all of a sudden, their daughter, whose name is Elizabeth Ann Harbaugh, and my middle name is, I'm also Elizabeth Ann Harris. And so she came out from her nap, and then we met, and then after that we became friends. And now that we've moved to different places, we don't see them as much, but we still see them every once in a while. And when she comes over here, or I spend the night at her house or something, we like to play dolls, and we like to play with water guns. And once I remember, we were going to her house, and we were playing cops and robbers, and we were using water guns, and it was really fun. But the only bad thing about it was when I left, I was all soaking wet. And she just got some rollerblades for Christmas. And so when I go over there, since she invited me over, so I'm gonna try hers if she'll let me. And
What else do you do with her when you get together?
well, sometimes we color, and we talk a lot. I don't know.
What other friends? Who's your second best friend?
My second best friend is Laura Nuka. And her favorite animal.
Who is Laura? What's her dad do?
Oh, her dad is the associate pastor of our church. And she loves horses. And so usually when I go over to her house, we like play with horses.
Real horses?
Model horses. She has a whole bunch of them. And we usually play with horses. And we talk. and sometimes I play with troll dolls when I go to her house too.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'll have to put a stop to that.
My mom and dad, I already told you this, but they don't like troll dolls, but I love them. Okay, I'm really looking forward to meeting you, Ariel, and I hope you like to color, and I heard from my mom that you like to play with dolls and stuffed animals, even though you're 12, and so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm glad that I'm going to be able to have a friend there. And I'm just looking forward to coming and meeting you.
Hello again. Здравствуйте. I wanted to ask if we should bring extra batteries for battery-operated cameras and recorders and things like that, or whether or not Russian batteries are available and as good. Also, I wanted you to know that Elizabeth and I and Mark are studying Russian, and I spend about an hour or two a day writing and reading Russian, and we have several Russian families that we spend time with. In fact, tonight Elizabeth was supposed to go to a Russian Sunday school class, but it was canceled because of the snow. But we look forward to seeing you when we arrive. We'll be praying that if it's possible that maybe Mark might find a place to live and arrangements can be made. And I want to be sure that we have a southern exposure balcony so I could have a small garden, if that's possible. Bye-bye.
I'm giving Elizabeth a chance at the camera to see if she can hold it steady, because I want to ask you a few questions now while I have them on my mind. First of all, I've got such a large library, and I want to bring just select books, and I want to remember to ask you what types of books you'd recommend that I bring. I've also been upgrading my computer. I've just recently purchased a laser printer. You don't have to get that close to it, I don't think, Elizabeth.
Okay.
And I purchased a Russian font, Cyrillic font, so I can actually do amazing graphics using Russian characters if I have a chance to use them. So you might just think about that, if there's a way that you can think that could be used. I'm sure that with some of the other things I'll do, I may have those kinds of opportunities. Besides that, I couldn't find too many games to bring, but maybe we should talk about what types of things your kids like to do on the computer, because I do have access to other games. We have a adventure game called King's Quest that's I'll explain when I get there, and if they like that kind of thing, I'm able to get some of those. And well, other than that, I'll just have to remember which questions I have when I get there. Bye.